Seek and you will find, knock and the door will be open. We are here every day presenting to you reality. We see reality in the price movement of stocks, ETFs, commodities, you name it. If you can chart it, you can track it, and you can figure out if indeed there is a trend for you to follow. That's what we look at every day. Appreciate all of you who join us every day. If you're new to what we do, then just stay tuned. We have a book available. You can see it in the show notes. We've got lots of great training at the website, chartingwealth.com. Sign up for the daily and weekly market reviews for free. We give you everything you need to understand reality. And reality shown, as we say over and over again, in price movement. Let's jump into these charts. Things are going in directions that we have expected. We see stocks are down for the day, bonds and gold are up. Let's jump into what's going on. As always, weekly chart, we open with that on the S&P 500. We have a green candle, green open box candle that's forming, still in a confirmed down move. We had a weekly vertical crossover going down back on the week ending the 24th of May. And so far, we have a green up candle for the week. Derivative oscillator losing downward momentum. Price percent oscillator is about flat. Down for the day, 0.18%. We go to the 2-day chart. What do we see there? Well, we see that this latest 2-day candle representing Tuesday and Wednesday is topping out at about the same spot it did on the prior Friday, Monday candle. We do have a confirmed crossover on the 2-day chart going up, which of course means that we're not moving in the same direction as the weekly. So we're going to have to change things over and note that, and we'll see how long that carries. That prevents us from jumping into a down move at this point until that 2-day chart rotates back over going in the same direction as the weekly. We are hard and fast on that rule. We will stick with it and see where that leads us. We go from the 2-day chart to the 4-hour. We see on that 4-hour chart that it appears the market topped out really over sort of a day and a half period, the morning of Monday, afternoon of Monday, and morning of Tuesday, then down Tuesday afternoon and all Wednesday. Price percent oscillator appears to be heading down. Well, it's about flat. Derivative oscillator is what's heading down. And again, we'll pay attention, see where that leads us, how the S&P ends up sorting itself out. Now, what about the Qs? The Qs has been really pushing down stronger over the last several weeks anyway, down 0.58% for the day. We do have a green up candle that's forming. Price percent oscillator still heading down. Derivative oscillator also heading down on that weekly chart. We go to the 2-day chart. We see that again, it's topping out right where it did before, but no crossover yet. Derivative oscillator keeps losing downward momentum. Price percent oscillator is heading up, but no crossover. So still confirmed down move. What's the 4-hour chart doing? It again is flat. We see that things topped out back on the morning of Tuesday, been going down Tuesday afternoon, Wednesday morning and afternoon. So we'll see. Still have options and possibilities of jumping into another down move on the Qs. I would love to see that. I did quite well in the last one after that weekly vertical crossover. We'll see what happens. And again, remember, we trend follow. Safest, best way to trade in the market. I want you to practice trade with us. Now, what's going on TLT? Well, of course, we had a wonderful up trade that presented itself. Bonds have been going up for many months, at least as far as the weekly vertical crossover goes. We see a bit of a pullback, though, this week after 5 weeks of up movement. Derivative oscillator nonetheless gaining upward momentum. Price percent oscillator still heading up, even with that weak Heikin-Ashi candlestick. What do we see on the 2-day chart? Still confirmed up, pretty much flat on the price percent oscillator. Derivative oscillator losing momentum. We see that 2-day chart peaked back on Tuesday the 4th. Things have really been sliding sideways, tending down. This latest 2-day candle is down, but still confirmed up on the 2-day chart. And we look at the 4-hour chart. What do we see going on there? Again, looks like it's trying to bottom somewhere around that 130.30 mark, something like that. We're going to see if it bounces off that, if indeed The price percent oscillator moves back over, crossing over, going up, but it's still going down on that 4-hour chart, even with a little bit of an up move for the day. Really saw that happen at the end of the day. So keep your eye on TLT. If it crosses over going up, particularly if you see stocks continue to move down, that would work well for us. So we'll see if that opens an opportunity for us. Lastly, we will go to gold. Gold up for the day 0.52%, quite nice. Remember, we had that weekly vertical crossover in gold at the end of this prior week on Friday the 7th of June. So far this week, gold trying to move up. It's a green up candle, but not pushing higher than the prior week yet. Price percent oscillator heading up, derivative oscillator gaining upward momentum. Look at that 2-day chart. How is it looking for us? Weak. A red spinning top means indecision tending down to move through that prior 2-day trend line. So keep our eye on things, but the price percent oscillator is heading up, derivative oscillator heading up. What's happening on the 4-hour chart? That's really going to be our trigger chart for jumping into a trade in gold. Hasn't crossed over. Keep your eye on the prize. That price percent oscillator, if it rotates over going up, that would be a potential jumping in point for more up movement in gold. We're just waiting patiently on the trend. The trend is our friend until the end. Folks, that's where we are. I'm still traveling here out west. My pleasure to come to you. It's still early out here, late on the East Coast. Appreciate your patience. We'd love to hear from you. CW@chartingwealth.com. We're here for you every single day. Book is available. Follow the link in the show notes. Be sure to subscribe at chartingwealth.com for free. We send all the great stuff out as soon as it is available to our subscribers. We appreciate so much our Patreon folks. And we hope that you're having a great day and enjoying learning this market. We will continue to push through and do everything we can to show you just what's happening and how to follow these trends. God bless, my friends. All the best from the whole team here at Charting Wealth World Headquarters.